So I was just thinking, for my editing computer, I've got a 5900X with 32 gigs of RAM and an older 3070 graphics card. It's not a TI or anything. It's 8 gigs, a bit older technology now. A lot of people seem to think you need a lot of power for video editing, and especially when you're editing 4K 60 frames per second, multiple tracks. I wanted to do a test. Do I need to upgrade? Just doing a test on my video editing program, DaVinci Resolve. Keep in mind, this is the free version of DaVinci Resolve. There's two different versions, the free one and the studio version that you pay for. The studio version that you pay for does encode more heavily on the GPU, whereas the free version, this version, actually does a lot more on the CPU. So provided you've got a pretty good CPU, and I'm running a Ryzen 9 5900X, it is an older CPU still. You actually might be okay with just a 3070. I don't think it's going to make a significant difference. I'm doing a 10-minute video that has effects and different things in it. Well, it's 10 minutes 40 seconds, so nearly 11 minutes. If you have a look at what's going on over here, despite only having 8 gigabytes of VRAM, we're not really seeing more than 6 gigabytes of that VRAM really used. GPU usage is barely even hitting 55, well, over 50%. Most of the time it's at 20% or so. GPU temps at 35 degrees Celsius. We're using about 18 gigabytes of normal RAM. This is DDR4. And we're just about to find out how long this has taken to render this video. Completed in 13 minutes. So let's say about 11 minutes long. Completed in 13 minutes. That's not bad. And this is 4K footage, 60 frames per second, with effects, color grading, everything in 13 and a half minutes. Now, if this was only 30 frames per second, that would be actually considerably faster, I find. And this is encoding in quality preset, rate control quality, and quality best. So all the best settings in MP4 H.264. So do I need to upgrade? Look, AI says something like a 5070 or newer graphics card equivalent to this is probably about 30% faster. Sure, it does have more VRAM, but throughout the entire process, I didn't top more than about 6.1, 6.2 gig. So that's clearly not an issue for my kind of content creation on YouTube, at least. But like during the whole editing process, I don't have any slowdowns. It doesn't crash. It doesn't do anything. Playback is fluent. I think for most content creation here online and on YouTube and TikTok, Instagram, all that stuff, you don't need to go out and buy a really expensive graphics card. Something like the 3070 with 8 gigs of VRAM is fine for that kind of thing. Generally, I do recommend nvidia GPUs. Despite being a bit of an AMD fan, I do love my AMD stuff, and I've got AMD in my gaming computer. But for content creation, video editing, all that stuff, nvidia is the way to go currently. That's about it for this video. If I helped you out, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for more videos, and I'll see you in the next video.